Three. What do you think? What are your predictions?
I have no idea, man, whatever can happen on Hana, man. It's a really good map, so we just have to find out.
All right. Well, going ahead and let's introduce our players because spawning at the top left, he is down 2 games and he needs to make a miracle happen here soon. He is none other than the Pink Zerg Stellar. And his opponent in the bottom right, spawning as the Blue Terran, just seemingly unstoppable throughout this entire tournament. An amazing Terran player with amazing control and just amazing macro and micro skills. He is none other than the Blue Terran Apoc.
Yeah, I'm actually really interested in the choice of Hana. And normally this is a really good map for Terran to go mech on, just because with tanks you can defend both in natural and third really easy. But at the same time though, it's really good for Zerg as well, just because you're so close to defending all your bases.
No, that is definitely the case, especially with these rocks that you can take down. And once you take down those rocks, I mean, you're going to have a direct path to your third from your natural. So that'll be really nice for the Zerg to have, especially since a lot of your attacks do go right at that level where he'll have 3 angles to come in from. But we'll have to see how that goes. Because right now, I mean, Stellar, looking like he's wanting to open very standard this game.
Yeah, it looks to be going as commands on the first hit from Apoc. He knows his opponent tried it all in last game, so it means not all in, but doing really aggressive play early on, which means he probably knows his opponent won't do the same again.
You know, yeah, I mean, I don't blame him for thinking that. I mean, it didn't work out for him last game, but he was actually Stellar did a really good job bouncing back from that really aggressive 10 pool play. But we're gonna have to see what he does here, and it looks like the barracks going down here for Apoc. You know, pretty standard looking. Nothing really special. I mean, yeah, there is the command center first, and that is pretty greedy on Apoc's side, but I don't think Stellar really is in any position or will be at all to punish that.
Yeah, the only what usually happens is when you go command center first is your gases gets kinda delayed. Because Apoc is really smart. Getting his gases really early anyway. Maybe cutting a severe too, just to get them out, to get those Hellions or Banshees out to defend against early pressure.
And I'm a little confused about what Stellar is doing here. You know, patrolling that drone right out front, the natural. I don't know if I completely understand that, but I'm sure there is a reason for it, unbeknownst to me.
Yeah, there we go, effect is going down. So probably gonna be a similar open like last time, probably gonna get those Hellions out. With a few Banshees. There we go, Director, yeah. So probably gonna be commencing the first 1-on-1, just to put the pressure on.
And actually,
Go ahead.
I just want to say, like, I like this timing out of Apoc. He actually times the reactor just perfectly so that it finishes at the exact same time as the factory. That is, I just find that remarkable how people can do that, can time out their builds to the point where it's like, yeah, at exactly this time, I'm going to be able to have exactly this.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, it's really impressive. So let's see, is the start going down, or is he going with just Hellions for now? It looks like he's actually getting a tap grab. Oh yeah, there is it. The stopper is going down, so it's gonna be the famous Hellion Banshee opening. A really good arrest opening. Running the Hellions into the natural while the Banshees go into the main is really hard for the Zerg to defend.
It looks like right now, I mean, Stellar kind of, I mean, he has the queens here, but he hasn't seen any of this. He has the Overlord over there. He does see the natural base. He does know that there was an expansion put down, but he hasn't actually looked into the main base at all, so he doesn't know that there could be Banshees on the way. He doesn't know that there are Hellions on the way. And it looks like, yeah, there goes the 2 Hellions making their way up into the natural of Stellar. They're going to make their way around and hit the mineral line at the main. And this is actually not a bad idea at all, skipping the natural and going straight for the main, because now Apoc is going to be able to get a scout and some drone kills.
Yeah, 2 drones is going down. Did he even get the third? Yeah, free
Yeah,
drone
he
is
did.
it's
He
a
did.
really it's a fair trade. 150 minutes for 200, but keep in mind these are drones which need to be replaced. But they also got the scout. He got the same scout, or maybe even more than you would for scan, and scan is equal to 300 minerals. Which means he got a that's a really good trade, in other words.
No, it wasn't. It was a really good trade at all. Indeed, it wasn't a bad trade at all here for Apoc. But Apoc doing something very interesting here. It looks like Apoc is going to take advantage of this map, and he is going to go straight up mech. I mean, he did. We haven't seen his mech play yet. We didn't see him go mech last game. Well, yeah, he went mech, but it wasn't an opening mech. It was opening with bio into mech. So we'll have to see what he does here. But Stellar actually scouts this out immediately. He sees the two factories. He knows exactly what's going on, and he even sees the starport with the tech lab on it.
Yeah, but the problem with this build though is it even cannot get it. Even though you scout this, or even if you know it's coming, it's really hard to defend and not take damage. Just because these banshees can run around be so annoying. And what this mostly is for is just to give you map control. So you can get the third up, play it really greedy, maybe even deny this third base.
Oh, but there's a Banshee that's inside the natural here, and it's going to pick off, so far it's picked off quite a few units.
Oh,
I mean,
wow,
we got
we
8 kills on this Banshee. Yeah, this is absolutely, I mean, if you can completely skip the casters and this casters can't see what you're doing, well then can your opponent see what you're doing? Because right now he's racking up kill after kill. This Banshee up to 12 kills, 13 kills, 14 kills, 15 kills
and
on
it's
this
alive.
Banshee.
Oh wow.
Oh my god, great play here out of Apoc. He does finally lose it to the Queen.
18 drones already killed here.
And we've seen this before out of Apoc. He's got a lot of Hellions here at the very beginning of the game, and now he's gonna start putting pressure with those. There are no spines up here for Stellar. Stellar getting his Roach Warren up, but he still doesn't have the spines, and that's a pretty huge deal because those spines are gonna be the only thing that's gonna be able to hold back this Hellion army. He doesn't have the roaches out. He has a few queens, but these Hellions are gonna be able to get in there if Apoc goes for it now. But looks like Apoc going to scout out the third, which is still a really good move here for Apoc. He's going to kill off some of these Zerglings, and maybe even... no, it looks like a very nice transfuse on those queens. Is going to keep those Hellions getting that that snipe on it, but he's going to go up into the third and kill a lot more drones.
Yeah, with all his Hellions, he can actually fight the queens, as you're saying. Nice transfuse as well, but if these queens fall, there will be nothing to defend. Roach Warren just now completing, but he's forcing so many links, getting so many drones, and he's putting himself in such a good position here.
Man, so far 26 drones killed from Apoc. Really good start to this game. Apoc just looking so good. It looks like he's going to go in for a little bit more. He loses another Hellion. Doesn't really snipe anything out there, but he can afford to do that. He is so far ahead.
Yeah, 30 drones killed already. That's so many drones. But behind us, we see a lot of roaches. We get bailing speeds. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Stella tried to do some really aggressive free base push here.
Oh, but it looks like a Raven gonna be in the mix here. Right off the bat, he is gonna drop down a turret. But really, once again, Stellar with some really amazing transfuses on these queens is gonna force that back with just 4 queens.
Yeah, it's actually been really good this game with transfuses. I don't think he lost a single queen so far, which is a really good job from him.
Oh, it is, but these Hellions are back inside the third, and they're killing so many more drones. The Roach is finally out here for Stellar, but it might be a little too late. So much damage has already been done. Yeah, you know, Apoc might lose all of these Hellions, but even if he does, I mean, just look at what he's got behind this. He's getting up on his third base, and he can afford to lose these because he's just going to replace them with something better.
Yeah, but this is going to be scared of. Instead of moving out, it's +1 armor roaches, a lot of them, and there's nothing really at all back here to defend. We have a few Hellions, but Hellions against roaches is not a deal at all. And I don't think there's enough Marines either. So Stella might be able to do some really good damage here.
He might be able to indeed. There goes the lift on that command center, so some SCVs kill is going to come out here for Stellar. Stellar using some really nice stutter step to snipe out the SCVs, but one SCV does get away! He could have sniped another SCV, that SCV just running for its life, having 1 HP.
Look at this though, 18 banelings, 5 more morphing going in, they're going to bust this wall.
Oh!
Oh,
And
misses to
there it
lift.
goes. The lift did not happen. These Banelings are getting in there. They're doing a lot of damage. There go. All the Hellions are all gone. And the Banelings are going right after the mineral line. Absolutely great busts there, taking out so many SCVs. Almost all, yeah, actually all the SCVs at the natural are killed off. And it looks like Stellar is pretty much inside the main. He is making his way up into the main. He's doing so much damage. There are queens in this mix. So this is actually very interesting. I mean, it's not every day that you see that. Really good bust on those Marines in the main, and there's the GG from Apoc as Stellar makes it happen and takes game number 3.
We will come back. We will see later. As soon